So I just wanted to show a few of my winter sowing results. These are actually winter sown from last year. They're Sweet Williams. There's some of my winter sowing bags from this year. I've got Aster China and Balsam. You can see the label on those. I can take you around to look inside. I'm showing people how our plants are growing. Yeah, inside you can see. So we had a hard frost pretty late, right after like a week of 70-degree weather. So that is why for you. There we go. Inside here, my Aster China is starting to show up a little bit, and my Balsam. Some more Sweet William from last year. Did a great job. Tulips and everything came up. Didn't winter sow those, just planted them. It's supposed to be allium, but they don't seem like they're gonna flower this year. In fact, they're not looking great, and it may be because this bed is really shallow. It's more of a design move than it was like an intentional flower bed, and I just threw some bulbs in just to see what would happen, and the tulips and the daffodils did fine, but the allium maybe needed a deeper root system. This look rough because I made them out of scrap wood, essentially. My daughter is transferring dirt from one to the other, and that's totally fine. This is primrose from last year, winter sown, reseeded itself, and now it is, I transplanted it over into this bed, but these are some clearance rack eponymouses that are doing okay. They're not great, but again, I bought them at the end of the season. After I bought them. I have some Sweet Williams over here too. This is a hugelkultur bed that I started, and there's mushrooms in there, so there's definitely moisture with a bunch of weeds or woody stems from overgrown weedy trees in our alley back here that I filled the bottom of the boxes with, and then added a layer of straw for filler, and now I'm just now getting around to topping it with dirt. But it's so much Sweet William from last year that I just needed to transplant it and get it into something, so I just literally threw it in this box and tried to put a very thin layer of dirt over. These are some cypress, cypress that also clearance rack from last year. It's trying to come back. That one's not looking as great as this one, but it needs to be pruned probably and fertilized or something. And this one is growing as well. So these are all, like, I bought them for $2-3 a piece, so I can't complain. All right. So I have a few more winter here. We've got something going on in here. We had a good rain last night. Lavender. Okay, so I've got lavender winter sown here. It won't flower this year, but I really want a lavender hedge in the front, so I winter sow. Have some stuff just popping, some of it frostbitten lavender as well. And here I have anise hyssop. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's for my herb garden. This whole area is going to become a kind of a tea medicinal herb garden. And then I have rose mint, which has started to pop. I don't know how long it's going to take for these little babies to become transplant age. This is pink dandelion root, and tops. Pretty much all of the dandelion is edible. I make dandelion wine, and I also drink dandelion root tea. And this is lemon balm, which is usually not hard at all to grow. And there's some little babies in there. So yeah, I have more containers out by the garden. I've kind of just moved everything. Got bush cucumber that's gonna go in this bed after the garlic and the scallions come out. And winter sown basil, Persian, Siam, and purple. I am really sad because I had a ton of cinnamon basil from last year that I don't think I reminded myself to winter sow. I might try to throw some seeds in the ground and just see what happens. Basil's not hard to grow. It's in the mint family. I'm gonna have much going on here. I have parsley, winter sown. It's doing okay. Yellow zucchini. It's definitely benefiting from this rain and warm weather. And in here I've got eggplant. There's maybe like a few that survived the frost. Can't really see them very well, not gonna bother. This is poblanos. There's like one left in there, and I don't know if it's gonna make it. Same with the Roma. Some of them made it through the frost. I may have some, but I have a friend who still grows her plants inside who's gonna be giving me a bunch of stuff, thankfully. I always have backups planned. This was one little jalapeno plant left out of probably 20 that I sowed in here. I think I see 2 or 3 more, so it's not a total wash. I know now that winter sowing the warm weather stuff is not advisable in Ohio. Transplanted the lettuce yesterday. There's some peas starting to pop, yay. Transplanted spinach. Planted some beets and carrots last week with some compost a friend donated, and yeah, I've got some arugula and bok choy winter sown over here, did really good. And I've definitely got some more transplants to do. Here's my potato corner. I see 1, 2 potatoes starting to pop, so yay, those are good. So that's it for now. I'll keep you guys updated on my progress.